at Clever TV. Hey everybody, I'm Jocelyn Davis with Deidre Behar.
Hello everyone.
Filling in for Dana Ward tonight. Now, the two of us just got back from the red carpet for the MTV Movie Awards, and while that was amazing and fantastic and all things wonderful, what's really going down and what everybody is actually talking about now is what's happened inside the show.
Yes.
One of the biggest happenings of the evening is Selena Gomez, highly talked about performance leading up to this show because this is the first performance from her new album.
Ever.
And girl nailed it. I don't know, what did you think?
In the simplest of terms, nailed it. I was dancing, we watched it together, we were grooving. I mean, she just brings a certain flair and confidence and essence to the stage that I think so many young performers don't really have that it factor, and I think Selena really proved tonight that she is a pop artist that's probably going to be around for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
She had the gimmick, she had the look, she had the moves, she sounded great. I mean, I give her so much credit for singing live. That's another thing we do not see enough of these days. What do you think?
No, I totally agree, and that's what I was going to say right off the bat, is that she both sang live and danced, and she really took a risk. I feel like this is the highest production value I've ever seen from her on a televised show, and she just went for it.
And she should. You know what? This
why
is not? Like you said earlier, this is a big moment in her career. It's very pivotal that she nailed this performance because she's no longer, 16-year-old singing sweet, sugary bubblegum songs. This is like a very Rihanna-esque song for her. It's very mature. It's very rhythmic and melodic, and I think this performance really accompanied her new persona, which I love so much.
Yeah, and we hear that there's actually going to be a lot of world music influence on her upcoming album.
Tribal.
That said, this is the perfect way to kick things off. Selena walked in. Obviously, the music has some very Indian inspiration as far as the instruments and the instrumental that you hear at the beginning of the song. Walked in wearing a sari. She looked gorgeous. I mean, let's just say, if singing, dancing, and acting don't work out for you, I'm pretty sure you could be a supermodel.
I thought you were going to say a professional sari wearer. I was like, because she could do that too. She looked incredible. It had intricate detailing on the stomach, and red is by far her color.
It is.
Let's be honest.
And for the cover art for this single, it was the same sort of theme. So
bright red.
She walked out, that kind of tied it all together. She did this seated dance.
Yes.
I don't even know what you would call it. It was as if she was sitting on top of this table and just moving around.
I was in awe of how she pivoted while
with
on her
toes,
behind. Yes.
Just kind of in a circle.
Yes.
Great.
That takes a lot of practice.
It does. But then she stood up, walked out onto the stage with probably at least a dozen dancers.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
I would say about a dozen. Not so much that it overpowered her, but definitely enough that we felt like it was a performance.
Most definitely. And there were some singers on stage, and I'm sure that she had her, instrumentalists joining her. But we were just staring at her the whole time because, like I said, she was wearing red. She was the center of attention. And we were both dancers growing up. This had a very lyrical, modern vibe to it as far as the dancing's concerned.
Yeah, and a lot of performers kind of take an easier route, like, oh, during the chorus I'll throw in a few like this or whatever.
Yeah.
She really went there with the lyrical stuff because that stuff is not easily learned. You have to be so graceful with your arms.
Make it look easy.
It has to look very natural and fluid and graceful, and that's not something that you just kind of learn overnight. She's obviously a very talented girl.
Yeah, most definitely. And really, just to sum it up, I think what Deidre and I were both saying once we watched all the way to the end of the performance was that this had a very Britney Spears vibe to it.
There was no denying that, 100%. I'm sure you remember too, watching Britney performing I'm a Slave for You at the VMA Awards. I think it was 2001.
Oh,
so it's been over 10 years, and I think we finally found someone who can kind of carry the torch and do Britney justice. It's that big value production with
pure pop goodness. That's what it is.
It's everything that I want in an artist, in a performance. I feel like I'm really getting my money's worth, so to speak.
Yeah.
With so many great elements to it.
And oddly enough, as luck would have it, I'm pulling out my trusty phone here to read some tweets.
Kind of a big deal.
Right after the performance, and Selena has always been very open. I mean, on her last tour, she did a whole segment of each night that was dedicated to a Britney Spears tribute.
Yes, and of course in Spring Breakers.
And in Spring Breakers, yes. Actually, Britney Spears sent 2 tweets directly out to all of her fans and to Selena Gomez following the performance, saying, quote, "Wow at Selena Gomez, come and get it on the MTV Movie Awards was incredible. One of my favorite songs out there right now," which she followed up with a separate tweet that read, "At Selena Gomez, and thank you for all of the kind words about about the VMA Slave performance. You're too sweet means a lot to me. She has just been crowned the next princess of pop music. I'm saying it's done.
If you have Britney's blessing, what more do you need in life?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
People.
So bravo to Selena. Really, really proud of her. There was a lot of pressure riding on this performance, and I think she truly delivered.
Yeah, and I think she had a lot of fun, and I think that's what's most important.
Absolutely.
So, well done. We want to hear your guys' opinions about this performance, though. Hit the comment section and let us know what you thought and what you think about Britney Spears' amazing praise of Selena Gomez.
Kind of amazing.
Oh, kind of amazing indeed. And of course, Deidre and I hit up the carpet. There are tons of interviews from the MTV Movie Awards red carpet, recaps, winners. We've got you covered. I'm Jocelyn Davis with Deidre Behar. Thanks so much for watching Clever TV, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.